Hello, friends. This is a podcast to go over how we make box and whisker plots on the TI84 calculator. I want to start by reminding you what we did in class. We took a look at two distributions, and we said these were Barry Bonds' career seasons, and we learned how to do one variable stats. Everyone should be comfortable with this, and we saw the sum here. Barry had 762 home runs in his career. We got a stem plot here you should be able to make, and you should be able to get into one variable stats and find all of this information about the distribution. We also took a look at Hank Aaron, and he had right here 755 home runs. So we have two distributions. We were able to do one variable stats on each one of them, and now we want to look at the box or box and whisker plots for both. All right, here's my calculator. Again, the keystrokes are all right here. I encourage you to actually sit with the calculator doing this. Pause the podcast when you need to, check the keystrokes. If you do this a few times, you'll have it down. It's no big deal. So first thing I want you to notice, to look at my lists. If I hit the stat and then the enter key, here are my lists. And remember, I converted. These are Barry Bonds' first season, second season, third season. So his years are start at 1 and go to 22. These are the number of home runs he hit. And then I got Hank Aaron's years 1 to 23 in L3. And I have Hank Aaron's home runs first season, second season, third season, so on in L4. So the data has to already be in the list to make this work. For making box and whisker plots, second right here, and the stat plot, which is the y equals key. Notice I have three options here, and these are off. I'm going to turn 2 on. So to get into set up each plot, I hit enter, and I want to make sure it's turned on. If it's not on, I hit enter on. Then I'm going to go down, and I have to right arrow across till I get to this one. And this is called a modified box plot. And again, it's our friend because it will show us outliers if there are any. So if it's not on that one, hit enter on that. My actual list of Barry Bonds home runs is actually in list L2. So I hit the second and the number 2, and that says L2, and we're going to count each one of those seasons once, and that's why frequency is 1. So this one's all set to go. From here, I'm going to go up and put Hank Aaron's home runs in plot 2. So I up on this plot 2, and then I hit enter. And now this one is off, so I have to turn it on. This one is already set to a modified box plot. It's already set to use Hank's home runs in L4. Frequency's already set to 1, and this doesn't really matter, whichever one you like best. Once I'm done, to get out, I hit second quit, which is the mode key. And then if I hit zoom and the number 9, all right, see all these choices. Zoom 9 is zoom stats. It will fit the box and whisker plot into my window. And so I can see this is Barry. And if I want to know what I'm looking at, I can hit this trace key right here. So this tells me my list in L2. And notice this is the min. So Barry's smallest season of home runs was 5. First quartile is 25, the median. So if you put all his numbers of home runs in a row, the middle season he had 34. Third quartile and max. And if I want to go down here and check Hank Aaron's, I hit the down arrow, and now I'm in the list L4. And down here, that's his max, his Q3. Whoops. There we go. Max, his Q3, his median, his Q1, and his min. All right. So you should know that the box and whisker is made from the 5 numbers in the 5-number summary. And if I did have an outlier, for example, if I went back in my list and I changed Barry Bonds' 73 home run season to, let's say, 93, this would for sure be an outlier. And the important thing here is that if I make changes to the data like this, it's all set in StatPlot. So I can just hit zoom 9 again, and this shows me. So if I take it that one big season for Barry Bonds, roughly the same as Hank Aaron, but if this was a 93, and if I hit the trace key, it would show me that too. Okay, that's just an X. That's the upper number without the outlier, and then one more. Here's my outlier, the max. So these dots would represent outliers. So when I compare distributions, I want to compare them, all 5 elements of the 5-number summary: min, max, Q1, Q3, and median. There you have it.